All right, I'm not saying it's go time, but it might be go time. So Bitcoin is flexing its muscles, its broken structure, and we've got stable currency dominance dropping, which is a great sign, even though sentiment is in the gutter. You know what that means? It's a perfect cocktail for the heated rally, and we want that, don't we? I'm going to break down the technicals. I'm going to look at the old coins in terms of what I'm going to be doing, and I'm hoping to give you a solid prediction of where this rocket ship ends up. Hopefully, not back on Earth. If you've been enjoying my content, please do leave the like button, especially if you've got bear market PTSD or bull market PTSD, let's be honest here. And leave me a comment. Where do you think Bitcoin is going to end up? Are we going to hit the all-time high, or are we going to go even higher? Let me know in the comments below. So this is where we are. We've smashed through the areas of interest, and we've gone to that green zone. I've been talking about that green zone since the 13th of April, funny enough. And we've hit it with ease. Beautiful. So we are looking nice. The RSI on the daily time frame is looking much better than yesterday's video. As I say, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, all that good stuff, because you don't really want to miss basic content every single day. And that's the thing. We have legs now. And it's been a while since we've had legs. And we need legs to appear and remain here, right? It's very, very easy to get into the bearish sentiment. And I still have my overall bearish opinion on altcoins in terms of the overall run. You all know that. But Bitcoin, that was never in doubt. Problem we have is, where do we go next? And this is what we're going to talk about. So with Bitcoin, it needs to remain above this level, obviously. Weekly time frame looks much nicer because we've had a very, very big slingshot of a move. But we do need to also address the elephant in the room, which is the stock market and other bits and pieces, because that could get a bit naughty, so to speak. So in terms of Bitcoin, I'm happy. Very, very happy. And it could get even better over the course of the next couple of weeks. Mr. Trump, you need to stay quiet, please. Make your deals. Just shut the fuck up. That's it. Simple, right? Now, with that, we've got to look at the other side of the coin. I mentioned in yesterday's video, and I got this idea essentially from Jason Pizarro, because we can talk about this, and we can talk about the change of character, the change of structure, and all that kind of stuff in terms of where this is going to potentially, hopefully, 100% melt to the downside. Depending on what swing you're going for, whether you're going to go from this change of character or if you want to go for a much bigger swing down here, it's looking relatively good in terms of this is becoming now a downtrend. What does it indicate? This indicates that people are, in my opinion, starting to, hopefully, fingers crossed, this is all the stable currencies, by the way, put money into assets, Bitcoin, altcoins, etc. I don't know if in terms of that side of the coin would be what weight in certain speak. Is it going to be more Bitcoin? Is it going to be more altcoins? Whatever. But there is some obvious targets lower down. If we go to the weekly time frame, if we just zoom out a little bit, you can see we could be very nicely dropping back down to some low, light, nice levels. Now, we all remember what happened at this time period. Remember XRP, ISO coins. We also remember what happened down at this period, likes of AI coins, and everything went a bit crazy. We want a repeat of that situation. We want to go back down to these lows and drop down a couple of percent. So if we're going to target roughly 5%, or are we going to go lower and go into 4%? What about if we go even lower than that? Well, that would be very, very interesting. So when Tether runs, so to speak, risk comes out to play. Remember that. Now, I'll be the first to admit fear and greed isn't the be-all and end-all, but I still think people are panicking. I still think the market hasn't really turned up yet. I know this because the view count, the likes count, the comment count on videos across the board on YouTube are low. X engagement, you get more engagement from scammers. And that's the situation. The perfect setup isn't always here on day one. Usually a couple of weeks later when people cotton onto it, and then the FOMO kicks in, and then all of a sudden it reverses on you and people get absolutely brutalized again. So we need the confidence to come back, and people need to start trusting these moves. Greed hasn't had its proper reservation to the party, so to speak, right? Realistically, we're still in the neutral zone. We've had a lot of fear over the last couple of months, and we need to get back into some of these extreme greed situations where we can maybe look at some money off the table sort of situations. So be mindful of that. I still think we're going to look at, we are going to look at altcoins, but I still think we need pullbacks to confirm where we are. If you want extra content from me, 4 extra videos in Discord, link below to Patreon, it's now cheaper. Now, let's look at altcoins and some setups I am keeping an eye on. If you look to the right underneath my face, I have a couple of green little tags. These are the ones I'm really looking at, and I'll go through them in basic, simple terms. I am looking for a trend change, basically. Change your character. On the screen is Ethereum. That is the example I am giving you for now, because Ethereum is the one that I think we all can agree. Let me know if you disagree, though. We need this to run to get that kind of alt season push. My personal belief, and as you know, and a lot of people do disagree with me, I don't think everything's going to moon to the stratosphere, so to speak, of like last cycles, where we're talking about 10x's, 20x's on the top 50 coins. That's not going to happen, let's be honest. There's not enough money to go around. The reality is here, though, there could be some real nice gains from the likes of these pullbacks. If you were trading the opposite way around on this Ethereum chart, you'd have made a lot of money. That's the reality of it. And that's what's scary, is the fact that, and I mentioned it in yesterday's video, you could have been playing that market and just following the narrative and following the situation of this is bearish and would have won quite a lot. You've got to let the moon boys, so to speak, chase the pumps, and you've got to wait for the liquidation candles to then get in. The sentiment was incredibly high at the end of last year into the inauguration, and look at where we've ended up. How many people had that on their silver platter, so to speak? Not many. I didn't, put it that way. I thought it would have been a bit better than what it was, and it hasn't been. So let's talk about other altcoins and other situations, then look at some profit targets. Stick around. I want to talk about my Bitcoin targets as well, because I think people miss the situation there. One asset I am looking forward to seeing what happens next is obviously Chainlink. I'm waiting for a correction now to then enter a long position to end up going higher. One of my videos I mentioned about Ondo, I was talking about going short. I got out just about break even because I saw it starting to reverse. And again, change of character. Let's be honest, with this, it wasn't really very trendy, so I wasn't too keen on it. So I kind of left it alone. Likes of H-bar has broken up as well, which is looking quite nice. Again, waiting for a correction in and around these zones. So when you start seeing, and I know it's quite hard to see if you're on mobile, but you will see levels of support and resistance in between. These little gaps are usually quite nice for potential entries. So if the price goes back into those zones, you may well find it go back up. Likewise with Sui is another good example here. Was trending pretty aggressively downwards, had a bit of a fake out, bocked back into the trend, change of character, bosh, it's flew. Reality is though, I know people go, oh, but you missed the move. Not really. High conviction, better rewards, because you know that the trend is set. A good pullback into a new higher low here would be amazing, and you can just ride it until you get to certain profit targets much, much higher, especially with altcoins. But everything right now is breaking out. If it walks like a breakout, if it quacks like a breakout, it probably is a breakout, funny enough. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about some profit targets. Now, this is a thing that I think people get confused about and people dislike me sometimes. I am quite bearish on the overall picture of altcoins because I personally believe, this is my opinion by the way, that if Bitcoin does really run, like properly curve it and parabolic bollocks it, you know what I mean, it flies. Altcoins probably won't keep up with it as much as you think in terms of like BTC pairs. And that's where I get my issues with altcoins, because they haven't done it since. With Bitcoin, it needs to chill out. It needs to push and then chill. Push, then chill. It doesn't do that. It hasn't for a while. That's the problem, right? So when that happens, altcoins get hurt. And that's why the BTC pairs get lower and lower and lower, because the liquidity is not there to keep them up. So remember this. When we talk about overall price targets, and my price targets have always been here. They've been here for a very, very long time. Between $210 and $156,000 is my profit targets. And I've talked about these very openly for a number of months, by the way. So it's not just made up. Now, again, I talk about this a lot on my Patreon. I talk about this in Learning Crypto, about obviously profit targets and stuff. You need to have a plan. And this plan could be materializing into, as you can see by the thumbnail, as you can see by the title, the last real leg, the lift off for the end, in my opinion. That's kind of what I'm basing it on in terms of overall cycle mentality, the whole situation around the playbook, and the pullbacks and the corrections and all this situation around this whole point. The problem we have is I know for a fucking fact that people will FOMO into these moves when we are stupidly priced. Basically, let's be honest here, if we get to $104,000, $110,000 again and into the $120,000, you know that people are going to return to the market and go, oh, we're going to go to $1 million. It's probably not going to happen, is it? Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to sell all my bags here, but I will be actively taking some money off the table here. Obviously, I don't want to get brutalized by tax or other situations because the game is somewhat changed with Bitcoin. And I know people are like, oh, but if you are trying to sell all your bag and looking for a nice little correction, it might not be a big correction now with Bitcoin. That's the thing. Bitcoin's a bit different than it used to be. And I don't like that in a way. I used to like buying low, selling high, and then wait for an 80% correction. It doesn't really happen, I don't think, nowadays. That's my opinion. But yeah, we're not, looking to sell tops here, but we're looking to sell into basically top buyers. That's kind of the narrative here. And I know it's brutal in the markets, but that is my overall profit target for Bitcoin alone. But what does this mean for altcoins? Well, you're probably wondering. Altcoins are much harder to predict because we've still got, as you know, a hurtling dominance. Now, I added it up yesterday. It's around 800 days, 900 days that we've been in this massive, brutal uptrend. Double this, by the way. Double, which is fucking barbaric. And that's why this market is very different this time around. And I think it's taken a while for people to figure that out. When we talk about this last leg, we want this to come down with it. If this does not come down much, it's going to be a really crappy bull market if you're in altcoins. And I'm going to say that right now. And feel free. I know I've said it before on my Discord. I want to be wrong in this case, but I just cannot see where the liquidity is going to come from if it's all going into Bitcoin and we've got so many altcoins with so many emissions and not enough people. That's kind of the cocktail. But the last leg could give some hopium to return the money back into the market. Is gold going to correct and is the money going to come round? But the final thing we need to talk about, as much as I want to talk about the 10x's on altcoins, where does the stock market go? Where does the dollar go? This is still nuking it. Absolutely melting. It's madness, isn't it? When you think about it, right? So that's one good thing. Going back to it, the USD sort of stuff in terms of like stable currency dominant, that dropping, also good, right? But another situation, obviously, the S&P 500 right now. This needs to claw back some of these returns and obviously go higher. Then things might be all rosy. But the problem is the instability of tariffs has caught people off guard completely. Okay, be mindful of that. So yeah, we'll see where things go. It's looking optimistic. It really is. The problem is it needs to sustain. And sometimes with crypto, it doesn't sustain. And, at the end of the day, you've got to take your wins when they come. I know there's many people out there, especially in the altcoin market, will go, but I've made a 5x. I'm going to wait for a 50x for some bizarre reason. You don't really want to do that because as much as I like, making money, I just cannot see where Ethereum is going to claw back and make it to like $10,000 to $20,000 anytime soon. Whereas a year ago, everyone was talking about, we're going to go to $10,000. That's where we are in terms of altcoin sentiment. It really is quite in the gutter, and it probably will be for a little bit longer. So there you go. There's my thoughts on it. I do think we are going in towards that full-blown season, but we're not quite there yet. It is getting very, very close. With Bitcoin being strong and the sentiment being weak, it really does feel like a bit of a kick up the ass for a lot of people to come back. And I think people will come back. To quit the market now is dumb. To quit it a couple of weeks ago is dumb. To go off what I've been talking about altcoins and getting really upset about it is pretty dumb. You need to make your own opinion on it. But the reality is here, right? This is the play that I'm playing. There's no moon goggles required here. There isn't. You just need to kind of take what you see and go with it. Let's be honest.